Okay, so welcome, and let us get started for tonight, guys. Alright, so if we are now watching through the markets right now, nothing big is happening, and right now we are still seeing that market has been quite stagnant and hasn't been able to show us any big signs or any significant market movements. So I think for now, the overall view from yesterday until now, I think it still remains pretty similar, because if you guys are watching closely towards this market right now, you guys can actually look at this possibility where the market right now has just been ranging again since Friday market, because Friday market closing prices is at around 3,313. So we're not really seeing much of an action coming out from the gold market as of now, because market movement has been ranging around here, and that really gives a little bit of a good market movement. Why I am saying that, because with market movement in those ranges has actually been building a pretty good support for gold market, despite all of the positive news coming out from the gold market, I would say, where the trade deals has been going very well in London, and we're not really looking at a big movement happening from the other side of the market, where gold is supposed to be going down lower with all of the events that's going to happen. Inflation this week will be a big event, I would say, because so far the big news for this week coming up from the US side will be on Wednesday, where the US CPI and the US core CPI is expected to be a little bit higher than normal, where we are usually seeing. And also on Thursday, we'll be also having the US Producer Price Index coming out as well, together with the US Initial Jobless Claims, as usual on Thursday. And finally, we'll be having the other European side as well, with the University of Michigan sentiment. So I think with most of the events are happening on the later part of the week, I'm expecting that most of the bigger market movements on gold this week will appear starting from Wednesday towards Friday. But as you guys know, that the market is a little bit dynamic, a lot of things could happen, and that's why we would love to see how things will be going next rather than the ones that we are looking at now. And definitely with this 1 hour time frame charts that we have been seeing so far is how the market movement has been moving, guys, because with this kind of market movement has been ranging around this, and prices have actually been very limited towards 3,337. So I would say that today's maximum price movement, as what we can see so far, is around 3,340 area. But definitely the momentum that has been built up has been very bullish. We have been seeing double bottom has been built since Friday, so a total of almost 2 days plus, as prices has already been trying to break out higher, but with no great significance to do so. But overall, the dynamic that we are seeing, that if prices couldn't break higher than 3,340, we could actually start seeing that gold prices will be moving on the sideways range that we have been seeing so far on the market. But other than that, I would say that most of the market movement is trying to show the bullishness, as you guys could see over the last. This is a 1 hour time frame charts, guys, so if you guys couldn't be clear about it, so we have already been seeing that since the last 4 hours, prices has been very bullish, trying to break out higher from 3,320 towards 3,340 higher, and all the signs are showing that it could be happening, but it's going to take some time, because we are not really getting any big news for today, and I'm expecting that it would be affecting the market a little bit slower for tonight as well, with the US-China trade meeting is also ongoing. So I'm expecting we are going to see slower markets as usual before we start to see any bigger market movement happening in later market hours too. And definitely, if we are also trying to take a look on what is really happening in the currency market, we also do see that the unemployment market on the UK side is a little bit worsening, but overall we are starting to see that the pound sterling has been affected, but most of the other currency market is also in a little bit of a mix, because if you can see carefully that all of the other currency has been moving in a very similar directions, with unclear trends other than the GBP. So I think today currency market is also a little bit hard to track, but certainly with the US dollar index has been strengthening right now, it has been weakening. It's very close towards the zero movement area. I'm expecting that today Forex currency market is also a little bit slower too, but definitely with the US dollar index is weakening and the trade talks is still been very positive, I'm definitely expecting that the gold prices should be going higher for tonight, at the very least trying to break out 3,340 for now. Okay, that's my analysis on the short term. And long term wise, I think it hasn't been changing much. If you guys have been following us since a long time ago, as we've already been telling to you guys that we are expecting bigger market movements could happen if we started to see that gold prices could start breaking out higher than 3,400 area or above, because we are seeing that a lot of resistance area and the record prices are between there as well, because so far we have already been seeing that prices hasn't been able to move too much further, especially after Thursday. Prices are trying to break out higher than 3,400 but with no great success, and right now prices has already been back on 3,300 plus area, and that really shows to us that the gold market hasn't been allowed to actually to go higher from there onwards. So that's the analysis for you guys for tonight. I know that maybe if you guys have already been watching the market so far, we haven't been able to see any clear or any big significance coming out of the market. But certainly one of the things that we have already been looking is that prices has been trying to break out higher, but with no big success, I would say. So I would suggest that the market movement that we are going to see here is going to be much better coming up to the market, since prices have already been trying to rebound and build out very good consolidations and support at the lower area, guys. Alright, so I think positive signs should start to appear on the market, maybe at little market hours. I will see how that goes, but overall the positiveness are still there. We are still bullish for tonight despite this lower market movement, guys. Alright, so I think all we gotta do is to be a little bit patient for tonight, guys. Since not a lot of events, not a lot of news, it's going to be a slower market for tonight. Alright, next we'll be moving towards the silver market. Try to take a look what's happening. Alright, so silver market movement is a little bit positive, I would say. As you guys can also see, that prices has already been moving higher and higher. So this is actually one of the greatest signs coming out of the market, where we started to see gold market slowing down. We started to see a positive movement coming up from the silver market, and why the silver market has been benefited coming out of this movement. So simple as we have already been seeing that prices has a little bit under pressure for most of the time, where the silver market hasn't been able to move much around the $32 area on a sideways for quite some times. And once prices started to break out higher, it seems that prices hasn't been able to slow down, and prices keeps on continuing that momentum that we have been seeing so far. And that is certainly a very positive signs coming out from the markets that we have been seeing, because prices has been facing some hard times trying to break out higher and higher, and certainly once prices breaks out, we are seeing that price movement has been very positive, and we are also seeing good chances for the silver prices to return towards the $36.85 area, or towards the $36.85 to $36.90, and we are expecting on the near term $37 could be a very near profit target for you guys if you guys are paying close attention, because so far the price movement has been very positive. We are seeing good signs that prices has built up the runway for silver prices to continue to go higher, short term or even long term market movement, guys, because overall we are seeing only positive signs appearing on the silver market. Because if we are switching back towards the longer term, we you can actually see that very clearly. That silver market movement has been able to break out higher, $33, and immediate prices just broke out higher in one single day through 5% gain. And afterwards, we started to see that prices has already been going higher and higher with no stopping down and slowing down as prices consolidates at $34.40 area and break through another high at $35.60, $36, and right now we are very close towards $37 for our next price target as far as its closest resistance for the silver price. But overall, the sentiments that we are watching is very positive. We are going to see better and clearer market movements happening on the silver market, especially after going through what I would say a very big drop on the silver market, because you guys are watching carefully that overall the market movement has been a little bit disruptive. By the Liberation Day on the 2nd of April, prices have already been dropping a lot, a total of 12%, rebounded pretty quick over the next 2 weeks, and afterwards we started to see the consolidations for quite some time before going back stronger as the ones that we have been seeing, building up very good consolidations, and the cup handle formations also possible here. And we started to see that prices has already been going up higher with no stopping down or slowing down for now on the longer term market. And I'm expecting that prices could be hitting $40 on the long term, so we'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm still very much optimistic to seek that development because a lot of things are happening, and certainly bullishness is one of the things that we have been looking and watching very closely with how things has been moving along the market over the last few weeks. Okay, so if we are back towards the short term bullish, long term bullish, I don't know if you guys are still being bearish on the market, because certainly this is not the right time to do some shorts on the silver market with how positive the market movement has been going through on the market. And with all of the talks happening, it seems that silver market isn't disrupted by the geopolitical tensions around the world, trade talks, trade deals, and so far we have been seeing that silver market has been moving a little bit slower compared to gold, and I think this is the time where we could start to see that silver will start to outperform the gold market this part of the second half of this year, with how the bullishness and the momentum that has been ongoing on the silver market too. So I think it's been very clear that the silver market over the last few weeks, especially this month, has been quite a winner compared to the gold, and I think a lot of people hasn't been focusing a lot on the silver market, and I think that could be a very big mistake for you guys. Alright, so I think still a very good market to watch for both gold, but silver market with the bullishness, I hope you guys haven't been missing out a lot. And right now we are using 1 hour charts to show you guys what is happening, and hope you guys haven't been missing out too, guys, especially if you guys are a regular viewer here. I hope you guys have been able to enjoy some of the great gains that we have already been watching through our premium signal groups, and you guys could actually get this signal for free, guys. Alright, so if you guys don't want to miss that out, make sure that you guys pay attention and follow and subscribe if you guys don't want to miss out on any other possible market scenario that you guys could be making some good gains with us together. Alright, so let us try to see whether that bullishness has started to appear on the gold market. Meanwhile, so far from the news sites, we haven't been able to see a lot. Meanwhile, on the gold market, everything is a little bit slower too on this current hour. So I think we'll be trying to assess the situation, and definitely, like I told you guys, I'm a bit bullish. So if you guys are asking me whether we should be trying to do longs or shorts, definitely my opinion for you guys is I definitely would suggest for you guys to do a buy, especially when prices starts to break out higher than 3,338. I hope you guys won't miss out on those chances, because with the build up so far, potential prices could be hitting 3,350 very close. Alright, so once prices break out, pay attention for the next price target 3,350. Alright, so if you guys are enjoying our live streaming session so far, and you guys love our analysis, short term, long term, and you guys could make decisions, don't forget to follow and subscribe and share this video so you guys could also learn together with your friends or anyone that you guys know who is interested to learn how to analyze, how to trade. You guys are welcome to share. And definitely, if you guys wanted to get this kind of trading signals for free that we've already been sharing on our premium signal groups, and today we have already been very profitable, you guys are welcome to check out the link on my profile and enjoy our free premium signals, and I'll let you guys know how you guys could get access towards my free premium signals as well. Okay, so far price movement has been very positive. Good signs have started to appear, and I think once prices break up 3,336, we can actually start to see prices moves higher from here onwards. If not, I'm still expecting that prices should be a little bit under pressure, I would say, from here, because we are not really seeing a lot of things. And definitely, better price movement is definitely a good thing to happen. Okay. So if you guys are enjoying and you guys have any questions about the market, whether it's about the gold, silver market, you guys are welcome to let me know on the comments, and I'll happily enjoy to have a discussions with you guys and get your opinions. What are you thinking about the market, guys? Alright, so if you guys are trading and you guys have any problem that you guys are facing, you guys are welcome to discuss it with me together on the comments or the discussions. I'll be happy to help you guys. Okay, so it seems that prices are still a bit slower. We'll try to see how this goes. Obviously, we are trying to see how this goes too. Right? So next, I think I'll be discussing what's happening on the US dollar index, because I think with how the currency market movement has been moving, I think it's a little bit interesting to see what could be happening next with this kind of a little bit of a random walk on the market, where you guys actually not seeing any clear signs appearing on the currency market other than the pound sterling that has been weakening a lot due to the unemployment data that has been coming out of the market. But other than that, we have been seeing that the other currency market has a little bit stagnant and hasn't been able to show us any clear signs so far. As you guys could see, that this is the only major news that is happening tonight, I believe, for today, as prices on the pound sterling started to drop really much, but prices started to rebound, and this actually shows that the unemployment market is also in danger on the UK side. Yes, alright, so we'll try to see how that goes and whether that also affects the European areas, because we know that the UK is very close towards the euro, and sometimes one economy is affecting another economy. So we'll see how that goes. So for tonight's news, stock analysis has been very positive for today. That is certainly a very clear thing, and I believe that most of you are also aware about it too. And even though there's no significant breakthrough, but the positivity about the negotiation has been very going well on the talks that they have already been having since Monday, and they are continuing on today. And we also will be entering a blackout period on the Federal Reserve side on 18th of June, where they could be deciding it soon about the interest rates decisions. And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has also cited the meeting is a very good meeting. We are doing very well with China, and they are only getting good reports coming up from President of the United States. So I think this is overall very positive news, and we'll see how that goes. I'm only expecting good news with this kind of results, and the market has also been doing the same thing, but I'm also getting a good sign coming up from the gold market, because prices is trying to break out higher so far, and we'll see whether prices could be breaking out 336, and I think prices could start going up pretty fast after breaking out higher than 336 price. Okay. And right now silver started to slow down, so it's a little bit expected after that jump. And right now we could actually started to see that gold could be leading the pack after being a little bit slower over the past few hours on the market. Okay, so we'll try to see what is happening on the US dollar index. Okay, so right now we are watching through the 1 hour time frame charts as usual, and so far what we are seeing on the market is the US dollar index has been moving on the sideways. And why I am saying another sideways, guys, because if you guys are watching carefully, these are the prices that we have already been seeing happening on Wednesday, guys. And right now, if you guys are watching carefully, I'm just extending the circle that we have already been seeing earlier on, and show you guys that the current prices that we are watching is exactly the same prices with what has been happening since Tuesday. And right now we are already back on another Tuesday, and that really shows you guys that the US dollar index has been consolidating on this lower area. As right now we are currently facing a very important price action on the US dollar index, where the prices could start breaking out higher, entering and trying to break out higher than the resistance area at $99.37 and go through $100 barrier, which has been quite a strong resistance area at the higher side. But let us remind ourselves that $99.20 towards $99.40 has already been quite a strong barrier, as every time prices tries to break out higher hasn't been able to follow by a very good continuations, and we're not really seeing any great breakthrough so far. And definitely that's why we started to see why the gold market started to be able to rebound, as prices has been failing to break out higher, and with the weaknesses appearing in the US dollar index, it seems that everything is only a good news for the gold market that has been trying to go higher. But so far over the last 1 hour, we started to see that prices have already been trying to hit the consolidations area around $99, and prices seems to find a very good footing as the ones that we have already been seeing happening on last Tuesday, where prices has been always trying to rebound at around $99 mark, and we are right now seeing those happening for once, and we'll see. But the overall trend for tonight, we are definitely seeing that prices are a bit weakened, with not a lot of clear trends of going down or going higher, but certainly the signs are showing that movement is likely to go lower for tonight, guys. Alright, so the US dollar index has been weakening, and I'm expecting that further weaken could be happening, especially if you guys have been watching the US dollar index for quite some time. You guys could only see that only one direction is going to happen on the US dollar index, which is just showing signs of weaknesses appearing on the market, guys. Because if you guys have been watching carefully, we have been seeing that the US dollar index has been under a lot of pressure, and we are likely to see that the US dollar index will continue to go lower afterwards with this kind of market reactions that we have been seeing so far. And signs of a possible rebound on the long-term market has appeared multiple times, but it has been failing a lot of times. So that really shows the continuations of the downtrend that we have already been experiencing on the US dollar index, and it seems that prices are likely to continue to go lower with this kind of market reactions that we have been seeing so far on the US dollar index. Okay, guys. So with this kind of positive negativity coming out from the US dollar index, that's why we started to see that the gold market try to break out high is a very common theme as a result. Since we haven't been able to see gold market try to break down lower despite trying multiple times, and really shows good consolidations on the lower side at 3,300 mark. And that is definitely a very good sign, I would say, especially if we are seeing what has been happening in the silver market. It's not affected by much, I would say, as prices movement has been very positive since then. So I think bullishness will be coming on the silver market first, and then continued by the bullishness that could be happening on the gold market for today with how the price action has been moving. So we'll try to see how the price action continues, as so far we are just seeing a little bit of a slower market for now, guys. Alright. Okay, it seems there's some interesting market movement happening right now. if I'm switching towards the 15-minute time frame charts, you guys could actually be seeing it much more clearly. So right now we are switching towards 15-minute time frame charts, and there's a good possibility that the rebound will be happening much smoother from here onwards, guys. Alright. Okay, so like I said, that prices has already continued to go higher after breaking out 3,336, and prices have already been continuing doing so. So I hope that you guys haven't been missing out on the chances there. As I've been telling you guys multiple times, 3336 will be a very important price action at that price, 336. Okay, so focus, and we'll try to see how the breakout continues from here, guys, because I'm definitely expecting a little bit of positive result that could be appearing out of this market movement, guys. Alright. So we'll try to see, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Alright. Okay, I'm back, and definitely with this kind of market movement, it's going to be a very positive move. Like I've been telling you guys, once price breaks down, there will be no slowing down. and it's definitely happening here right now as we are speaking. And I believe we should be seeing the same thing also continuing on the silver market right here, guys. Alright, so a lot of good things are happening in the market, and I hope you guys haven't been missing out on the most of the market movements that we have been watching so far. Okay, so since we've started to see the positivity happening, and as I've already told you guys, 3,350 will be our closest profit target for now. So pay attention how things develop, and definitely I'm still expecting that bullish movement could be coming for tonight, guys. So if you guys are enjoying so far, and you guys have already been making some good profits with us together. Don't forget to follow, like, and share this video with your friends. And if you guys are interested to get the clear trading plan that I have already been sharing on my premium signal groups for today, for tonight, and you guys don't want to miss out on another chance, you guys are welcome to check the link on my profile, because we have already been sharing profitable trades on the gold market as well as the silver market for today, guys. Alright, so if you guys don't want to miss out, check out the link on my profile, guys. And definitely tonight I'll be discussing more insights with you guys together on my VIP live sessions. So if you guys wanted to get access on those, check the link on my profile or the video descriptions, and there's a link. Click that and chat me for premium signals and VIP live sessions, guys. Alright. Okay, so since most of the market movement has been slow, let us try to analyze the other market movements that is happening. And so far, we've already been making very good profitable trades on gold and silver market, as we have already been discussing on the live streaming sessions. 3336, 3336, and prices have already been breaking out. Whoosh, prices has been moving very well from there, guys. Alright, so at least on your hands right now, you guys are already having a 50 pips on your hand, and that is a good sum on the trading side, guys, for tonight, because market movement hasn't been much, and once price movement has started to move, you guys are getting some good bucks out of it for tonight, guys. Alright. Okay, so now if you are watching through the currency strength charts, we have already been seeing that there is a one trend that is happening in the market right now. If you guys can take a look and see what is happening right now, you guys can tell me right now because so far we have already been seeing that the US dollar index has already been weakening, and we started to see the move happen on our gold trade movement that has been very well, guys. So if you guys have already been watching through the US dollar index weakening and you guys are seeing the patterns happening on the gold market, you guys are in for profitable trades for tonight, guys. Alright, so if you guys have already been watching through the gold market trades, it seems that everything has been going very well for us tonight, guys. Alright, so hope you guys have already been watching through that, and this kind of positive market movement that you guys have been watching so far. Hope you guys have already made some good trades, but certainly with the weaknesses bring the US dollar index, what we could do next on the currency market charts. So if you guys are watching carefully right now, we are actually seeing that the US dollar index has been weakening pretty much against most of the currency pair tonight, even though the much hasn't been that much, but certainly we are seeing some good trends like the Swiss franc, Japanese yen, euro, and Canadian dollar. So let's try to take a look on what is actually happening on that side of the market. So far we have already been seeing that the Euro USD has actually been one of the very good trades for tonight, despite the slowness of the market movement on the currency strength charts. But we have been saying that the momentum has already been ongoing on the market with us for tonight, with the Euro USD has already been trying to break up higher despite the slowness of the market. We started to see very positive momentum that is happening on the Euro USD. But other than that, we have already been seeing other trades like USD CHF, where the US dollar is right now trending weaker, and right now the momentum is still slowly going down lower. It's still very strong. We are seeing signs that the US dollar CHF could be going down furthermore with the momentum going, and you guys could try to trade with a very limited risk around this area around here for the risk, and for the reward you guys could set it up through here. Now the next market movement I would like to discuss with you guys also appeared on the US dollar CAD, where we started to see that the US dollar index has been weakening against the Canadian dollar, but somehow the market movement has already been started to slowing down. I'll be a little bit much cautious around these market trades, as prices has already been slowing down around this rate of the market movement that we have been watching so far. And other than that, US dollar, AUD USD, NZD USD could also be wonderful trades if you guys are watching carefully since the early part of the market sessions. That early on we are starting to see that the Australian dollar started to weaken on the early part of the market sessions, and right now weakening, and then right now rebounding. So maybe not for tonight, we are seeing those good chances appearing on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, but certainly we started to see that the US dollar, Japanese yen could also be the last choices for tonight. With the weaknesses appearing in the US dollar index, we could actually see the potential for the short market movement on the US dollar Japanese yen and the US dollar CHF market movement. And for the long options that you guys are considering for tonight, you guys could actually see that the Euro USD has been a very good trade, but it's a little bit sideways and waiting for more confirmations and more momentum breaking out higher 1.1439. Other than that, I think the best choice for you guys to do the trade is against the US dollar index, where the prices has already been weakening on the US dollar index. And I think the best choice you guys could see is coming out from the US dollar CHF market movement so far. And definitely with the this appearing on the pound sterling, GBP USD could be also one of good choice to do some shorts. But it seems that the pound sterling has started to regain some of its strength, and we are not really seeing any big sentiments happening here. So I think for now, currency movement will be a little bit slower. Lower the risk is appearing coming out from the US dollar CHF Swiss franc. Okay, so not a lot of good market reactions on the currency market for tonight, but certainly some movement is happening on the market. Okay, guys. Back on the gold chart with you guys, and see any big updates or any big developments that is going on the market. So far, we are not seeing anything much for now. Prices are still trying to break out higher after breaking out of the resistance that has been built since Monday at 3,340, and prices already been breaking out higher than that, 3,337, and it seems that prices are still heading to go higher despite the slowness that we are watching right now. I believe we should be seeing the same thing happening in the silver market after going up quite much over the past few hours. So expected prices will be slowing down around the resistance at $36.80 to $36.90. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Positively, I'm seeing good chances we could see this market movement could be continue going higher, but expect that prices will be slowing down first after going through quite much, and then maybe in the next few days we could see that silver market movement could be moving much better after analyzing how the market movement has been moving over the past few hours. Right? Alright, so let us see. Alright, so far we've already been in profitable trades, and if you guys are short-term trader, if you guys already been entering the trades, as the suggestions that we've been telling you guys, that once price breaks out of 3,336, you guys consider to take some buy positions. And if you guys are still holding the trades, for short-term traders, this is still a good price for you guys to take some profits. If you are swing traders, try to hold some of the positions and hold the remaining, and try to see whether prices could hit 3,350 for tonight, guys. Alright. And definitely right now, price movement is a little bit slower. There's no big significance or any great momentum happening in the market, so we'll see how this goes on the market. But personally, I'm still a bit bullish for tonight. So if you guys are enjoying what you guys are watching, and you guys are loving what we have already been analyzing so far, and how the market reaction has already been going through and follow through what we are seeing, make sure that you guys don't forget to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on any informations that we are sharing on our live streaming sessions, since most of the info I'll be telling you guys early on in the market sessions on our live streaming site. And if you guys don't want to miss that out, don't forget to follow and subscribe. And if you guys are enjoying, make sure you guys give us your thumbs up and your likes. I really appreciate the support. And definitely, if you guys are enjoying to learn and analyze together with us, together here, you guys are also welcome to share this video with your friends, so that you guys could learn and analyze and see what are the most recent updates happening here, because I'll also be watching what is the most breaking news happening on our live streaming sessions. And definitely, if you guys don't want to miss out on any other chances that we are sharing on the market movement, you guys are also welcome to check out the link on my profile or the video descriptions that you guys are watching. Click on it and you guys could get this kind of premium signals for free, guys. Alright, so if you guys don't want to miss that out, you guys are welcome to click on the link, chat me. You guys want to get premium signals for free, guys. Alright, so definitely, if you guys wanted to get the most recent updates that we have been gathering around the world, happening around US, Euro, Middle East, you guys are also welcome to join my VIP live sessions. And the only for you guys could get those insights on the market are through my VIP live sessions, and you guys could only get through the link on my profile. Click on the link and say that you guys want to get access on my VIP live sessions too. Alright, so if you guys do have any questions about the market, if you guys are having some trouble trading on the market, and you guys want to have a discussions with me, you guys are also welcome to chat me on the comments of the discussions. I will be happily answering any of your questions. Hopefully I could be able to help you guys as well. Alright guys, so let us continue. So far the pressure movement have already started to slow down, and it seems that the momentum is shifting elsewhere. Since we've already been discussing most of the currencies and also the commodities, I believe we haven't been discussing what is actually happening on the commodities market, on the oil market, and I think it's very important since the momentum has also started to slow down here. So let us try to switch and see what is happening on the oil market, guys, because I think oil market is offering us something else that not a lot of people are watching, and I believe that is a good chance for us to try take a look what is happening there on that market. Okay, so far the oil market movement has been very positive, and we are just only seeing good signs happening in the market. And why I'm saying that, because we've already been seeing a clear sign that is happening over the past few weeks on the oil market. Well, the long term, we started to see that the consolidation is forming out on the oil market, and the sign is very good. And so far from this kind of market signs, we are only seeing one way that the market will be going up. It's not going to go down, especially with the support that the market has been building. And with this kind of market movement, the expectations for the market is likely to go higher rather than go lower on the oil market with the current situations that we are watching right now. So what would I be expecting that could be coming out of this oil market for now? So one of the very first things is we are going to see how prices react near $66 price action, because that will be one of the key resistance here in oil market on the next few days or even for today. And afterwards we will try to see how oil market will try to break out higher than $66.50 and next $67. But overall the positivity that we are seeing has been very confirmed. Oil prices is likely to remain and go higher after a good consolidations happening over last week, where prices just breaks out at the end of Friday, and afterwards we started to see that price movement has already been starting to go higher in the long run. Okay, but if you guys are watching for today, I think it's been very clear prices is going up higher, and there's no chance for us to actually see a lot of retracement happening here, and I'm expecting that prices could start to go higher from here onwards, because the positivity that we have already been looking has been very well. The trend has started to appear, building up really well for tonight, and certainly this is a very good market. If you guys are missing out on this, make sure that you guys don't miss out, especially after the breakout could be happening very soon at $65.80 area. $66 will be nice, guys. Alright. Okay, so far the oil market is still moving very well. We are not really seeing any big market movements here, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so far the continuations on the oil market started to build up. Prices already break out higher than $65.80 and has remained above that. So I think this is a very good sign. We are going to see prices to go higher in the oil market. And I've been telling you guys, and we've been expecting that prices should be hitting here after the breakout happened around $64, and right now I'm expecting that prices should be hitting $66.50. Yes, alright. I'm expecting that prices at the very least could be hitting this price target soon. Alright, so make sure that you guys pay attention and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so since we have another few minutes before our live streaming sessions end tonight, so let us try to see what has been happening on the gold market for now. So gold market has also started to slow down. The breakout has failed. So if you guys are still holding your positions right now, could be a very good time to cut out your losses short for now, especially with what the market movement has been showing us. It's also the same thing on the silver market. For now, I think we are going to experience a little bit of a pullback, retracement on the market towards the support area, and we'll see how that goes on later on the market. But with this current market movement, it's going to be a little bit longer to see any critical movement on the market. So I think we'll be stuck on another sideways if price actions continues to go weaker below 3,336 in the next few hours, if prices still remains below that price for now on the gold market. And I believe on the silver market we are experiencing a healthy pullback, and expecting that the silver market should be slowing down towards $36.64 around that, and we'll try to see how price actions around those price actions will be moving next on the market. Okay. Alright, so with the remaining limited time left, so let us discuss what is happening in the market. So for now, as market movement has started to slow down, I'm expecting that the US dollar index should be gaining some bits of a strength, but it seems that it's not happening for now. So far, price movement has started to slow down, and we are expecting that we should be able to see a little bit of pullback before prices tries to go higher on silver, and it's also the same for the gold market. But gold market, it seems like it's going to be a bit harder, where we started to see the prices hasn't been able to stay above 3,336, and it's likely to stay below that point. But it's a little bit different on the silver market, where prices are still maintaining prices beyond that, so I'm expecting good signs are still appearing out of that market for now. Meanwhile, on the oil market, I'm expecting good things could be happening. Furthermore, as prices continues to go higher and with no signs of weaknesses appearing, I'm expecting that the oil market could be very much bullish for tonight. And back on the currency market, I'm not really seeing a lot of chances, as most of the prices have started to regain some strength on the US dollar index, and most of the currency market also moves on a sideways for tonight. So I'm not really recommending much on this market for tonight, but certainly I would say that the market movement that has been the most bullish for tonight is appearing out of the silver market and oil. So if you guys are trying to do longs, do it on those sites. If you guys want to get my premium signals group, signals for free, you guys are welcome to check the video descriptions, click on the link and chat me for that, and I'll be live with you guys, giving you guys more access and deeper insights on what really happened on the markets around the world. So see you guys there on my VIP live sessions, and the only way that you guys could get that, check the link on my profile, chat me up for premium signals and VIP live. Hope you guys are enjoying the live streaming sessions. Despite the market movement is a little bit slower, I'm expecting better market movements at later hours for tonight. So see you guys later on. Don't forget to follow, like and share and subscribe.